Do you know Joe Banner?
No,
No, David.
So
Yeah, I do too.
David.
Do you know
Banner.
David Banner?
Yeah.
His brother.
What's that song? David.
David
David
Banner.
Banner.
The Chevy with the butterfly doors.
Rubber Band Man.
Well, Rubber Band
Like
is
me.
T.I. David Banner.
Yeah.
Wow. Not David Banner. By the way, massive respect. We don't know, actually. I don't know what David Banner's been up to since then.
No.
But I would at one point like to say, David Banner, thank you for your contribution.
15 years ago.
Way to go,
I don't know
Dave.
what David Banner's done.
No.
Back then.
Please do not associate with me with anything that David Banner has done since I heard David Banner. Yeah, please, since
yeah.
that moment.
Yeah.
Anyways, not David Banner. Even though we do appreciate his contributions to all of our childhoods.
Yes.
15 years ago, 10, whatever, 20 years ago, whatever it was. Joe Banner, he was general manager.
No shit.
Yeah.
Of fantasy football, too.
No, actual NFL team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he quote tweeted my tweet where I said something about spending. Who knows? I forget exactly what I was
It was
saying.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, talking about McCaffrey. Oh, yeah, the deal working for McCaffrey and them spending money and spending picks and getting McCaffrey because there was some Carolina Panther fan who tweeted and said, we got 4 picks for Christian McCaffrey. Like, we won that or whatever. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? I cannot take this right now. And the Lions people are going to say that they won that stuff. The Rams won a Super Bowl.
They won a Super Bowl.
They won a Super Bowl.
Let's
So
be
what are you
clear.
guys trying to do? Are you trying to win a Super Bowl? What is the goal? Or is the goal to win some games in a regular season so that you can have like a kind of okay NFL season where you're like, yeah, that was a fun on Monday, or like,
Won 7
no.
games.
Oh yeah,
Went
yeah.
to the playoffs.
Like what is? I don't know. The goal of the NFL, in my eyes, my dumb eyes, okay, stupid eyes, the brain behind the eyes, stupid. We're trying to win a fucking Super Bowl here.
Yeah.
However, we got to do it. Let's win a Super Bowl. So the Rams trade for Matthew Stafford. They won a Super Bowl. People say the Lions won that trade. The Rams won a Super Bowl. Is that not
Makes
all we're
no
saying?
sense.
Now the Rams are dead.
Right,
Currently
yeah.
dead.
Big time.
But it's also because Matthew Stafford got hurt, and also they didn't play anywhere near the level of football that they were playing last year after they get the Super Bowl. Did they have a Super Bowl hangover? Maybe. What's the future look like? Who knows? But people are saying the same thing. Christian McCaffrey just had like 200 yards or something yesterday for the Niners. He's immediately become weapon number 1 for them. They trade Jeff Wilson out of town immediately after getting him. In the first or the second game he plays for him, he throws a touchdown, receives a touchdown, runs a touchdown. It's like Shanahan's known this dude since he was a kid. And as soon as he found out that he could potentially get him on the team, he's like, fuck, all right, boys, I know you all have been working your asses off here. I know we've all had an incredible amount of success here together. I know how our offense has looked. And Debo, I know you're the guy that is, by the way, Debo did not have a major injury, which is great news.
Huge.
Who knows what it is, but great news. We'll be talking to Lil Latte, Jordan Schultz here
Hell
in
yeah.
about 16 minutes or
Boom.
so. He was the first one to break the news that it's not major or significant. A lot of people say maybe it's the grass that was on the field that potentially was causing that. But Christian McCaffrey has become their number 1 guy. In the whole George Kittle and Juice even and Ayuk and Debo and everybody on their team that has had a lot of success over there, they've just kind of said like, yeah, dude, this is a different guy.
He's a freak.
He's a complete, we got a freak back here. We're cool with him getting the rock most of the time. We're cool with him becoming a guy who's taking some of our targets. The team seemingly has bought all the way in on McCaffrey, and there's obvious reason because he's so good, but that doesn't always take place. I think that says a lot about the culture that has been created over there, and hopefully that hit on Purdy there. He's okay. I mean, geez, his face looked terrible. But McCaffrey turns these like little runs that could be 7 yards into home runs. And I think we said that actually whenever we were breaking down a run in which the third stringer was getting the rock. I forget who it was, before they traded for McCaffrey, after an injury happened. There was like big runs. Guy was getting like 7, 8 yards. And then at the end, he'd be getting like shoestring tackle. It's like, hey, those plays right there, McCaffrey takes those to the house.
Yeah.
And he has done that ever since then. It's like the Niners have won that trade thus far. Obviously, Panthers get a big win yesterday. Future may be bright. But if the Niners win a Super Bowl and Christian McCaffrey's the fucking main catalyst for that on the offensive side of the ball, and you traded away 100 picks for that, who cares? You won a Super Bowl. Joe Banner told me that with the injuries that the Niners currently have and what the future's like, probably not going to win a Super Bowl. So the Carolina Panthers actually won this trade. And that type of mindset is why other people follow in it. It's like, we're trying to win a fucking Super Bowl. Let's go get this thing, Ty.
Also, you can do revisionist history, but like there's not that Brock Purdy couldn't be, great in his own right, but if they don't get Christian McCaffrey and then they lose Jimmy G, like I think we're seeing then you're putting a lot more on the quarterback's shoulders. And Purdy or whoever else it would have potentially been, like that guy is going to have to go out and win games on his own. So because they got McCaffrey, like losing Jimmy G wasn't the end of the world. It was like, all right, we just need the guy to come in to get the ball to McCaffrey and some of our other weapons, and we don't have to put everything on his shoulders.
Oh, they bullied that Bucs team.
Oh my
beat the
God,
shit
bad.
out of him.
Bullied. Speaking of another team that just bullied a division rival. Okay, listen, this Eagles team, they're another team goes all in. The Eagles team, Philadelphia, that's where Joe Banner was, by the way. Never won a Super Bowl. They have had since he has left now. He had success, so we can't bury him too much. But him being in the position that he's in as a GM, basically stating like the picks mean more than the actual players, it's like, I don't think you're right. Like I personally, there's a lot of people that agree with you. For whatever reason, I think the teams that are aggressive are the teams that win. And the teams that aren't aggressive are the teams that forever have to paint a story to their fans about what the future is going to look like because of how good these picks could potentially be. San Francisco, last pick of the draft is now their starting quarterback. What pick matters more? You tell me, number 3 or number 262? I'm not 100% sure looking at the future, so you don't know what you're getting in the picks. And only the bangers survive. There's only so many roster spots on each NFL team. I think a lot more picks fail than picks do and have success, but we never talk about that because we just don't want to bury every single pick that has ever sucked. We only talk about the people that are good. Give me the fucking playmaker. Give me the guy that can change the game and I know about it. And give me cash over cap situation so you can fuck with the salary cap and manipulate that thing so you can actually get a better bang for your buck than every other NFL team that doesn't do it.